Okay, so welcome to level number 13, lecture number 4. So this time we will have the quotient rule. So medyo mahaba-habang competition to. Okay, kasi dito gagawin natin. Kukunin muna natin yung derivative ng numerator. Okay, so ito yung numerator. And then i-multiply natin to sa denominator. Then we will subtract this dun sa, then magma-minus tayo dun sa product ng derivative ng denominator times yung numerator divided by the square of the denominator. Yan. So, medyo madugo siya. Pero, kaya naman to. So, gagawin lang natin is a step-by-step process. Okay, now let's try to use this in an example. So, for example, you have 2x minus 3 over x squared. Okay, so first step, kukunin natin ang derivative ng numerator. So, ang numerator natin dito, yung 2x minus 3. Okay, so ano ba derivative niyan? So, ang derivative ng 2x minus 3 is this one. So, shortcut natin. So, 2. And the derivative of 3 is 0. Okay. So, obviously, ang derivative ng 2x minus 3 is 2. Now, multiply natin ang derivative ng numerator sa denominator. So, 2 ang numerator, denominator mo is x squared. Kaya ang sagot is 2x squared. So, ito yung first part ng solution. Now, second part naman, kukunin muna natin yung derivative ng denominator. So, denominator natin is x squared. So, the derivative would be 2x kasi di ba bababa natin yung 2 and then x and then 2 minus 1 equals 1. Kaya naging 2x to. Now, multiply natin ang derivative ng denominator sa numerator. So, ito yung derivative ng denominator natin kanina. Multiply natin siya sa numerator. So, that's why we have here 2x times 2x minus 3. Okay, this one is 4x squared and then 2x minus 3 equals negative 6x. Okay, so ang second part ng solution natin is 4x squared minus 6x. Napagsasamahin natin yung dalawang parts at isusubtract. So, first part natin is 2x squared and then second part is 4x squared minus 6x. So, if you notice, pwede natin pagsamahin yung like terms natin. So, ang like terms natin dito is ito, yung 2x squared and then 4x squared. So, parang you can imagine this is 2 minus 4 is equal to negative 2. Kaya ito naging negative 2x squared plus 6x. Kasi negative times negative dito, nagiging positive. Ayan. Kaya ito, positive 6x. So, ito na yung tinatawag na numerator natin. So, hindi pa tayo tapos kasi kailangan pa natin kunin ang square ng denominator. So, ang square ng denominator dito, yung x squared, okay, square natin yan, that is equal to x raised to 4. Yan ang denominator. So, pagsasamahin natin ang numerator at ang denominator, so, therefore, ang final answer natin dito is f prime of x equals negative x squared plus 6x over x raised to 4. Okay, next let's have example number 2. So, sa example number 2, we will find the derivative of the following. So, you have m cubed over 5m squared plus. Okay, so, let's again do this step by step. So, first step, kunin ang derivative ng numerator. So, derivative ng m cubed is 3m squared. And so, 3, bring down 3, and then m, 3 minus 1 equals 2. Then, i-multiply ang derivative ng numerator sa denominator. Okay, so, pag multiply natin yan, ito magiging 15m raised to 4. And then, this one is 6m squared. So, this is the first part of your solution. So, next, kukunin natin ang derivative ng denominator. So, the denominator is 5m squared plus 2. So, ang derivative niyan is, ito bababa natin. So, 2 times 5 equals 10 and then m 2 minus 1 equals 1. Kaya naging 10m yung derivative. Okay, step 4, multiply yung derivative ng denominator sa numerator. So, this is your numerator, then this is your denominator. So, pag pinag-multiply natin siya, we'll have 10m raised to 4. So, ito yung first part ng ating solution. So, pagsamahin natin yung dalawang parts at kailangan nating i-subtract. So, you have, ito yung ating first part, so 15m raised to 4 plus 6m squared. Then, second part is 10m raised to 4. So, pag kinombine natin siya, pwede nating combine itong 15m raised to 4 minus 10m raised to 4. So, magiging 5m raised to 4 plus m squared. So, ito yung numerator. So, kukunin natin yung square ng denominator. So, the denominator is 5m squared 2. So, ito yung magiging sagot niya. Pero sometimes, pwede doon naman na hindi nyo na isulat, hindi nyo na ito i-expand. Okay? Pag sinulad nyo sa final answer. So, in some cases, pwede na yun. So, pwede natin pagsamahin ng numerator at ang denominator. So, you have this. Yan. So, final answer natin is 5m raised to 4 plus 6m squared over 25m raised to 4 plus 20m squared plus. Okay, let's find another derivative. So, let's say we have t plus 4 over t squared minus 3. Okay, so first step, kunin ang derivative ng numerator. So, you have t plus 4 as their numerator, no? So, ang derivative nito is 1. Kasi dito natin kinuha. Ayan. Kasi ang derivative ng 4 is 0. So, multiply ang multiply ang derivative ng numerator sa denominator. So, ito yung numerator natin. Ito denominator. So, parang mag-multiply lang tayo. Okay? So, multiply lang tayo ng 1. So, ibig sabihin, kukopay lang natin yung sagot. Ayan. So, itong first part ng solution. So, t squared minus 3t. And then, kunin natin ang derivative ng denominator. So, denominator mo is t squared minus 3t. So, ang denominator nito is 2t minus 3. Kasi tayo bababa natin yung 2 and then t, 2 minus 1, okay, equals t. And then, ito, kakopy lang natin yung constant. Ayan. Okay, so step number 4, i-multiply yung derivative ng numerator sa derivative ng denominator sa numerator. So, here, pag minultiply natin yung dalawa, so we will get this using the FOIL method. So, 2t squared and then plus 8t and then minus 3t minus 12. Okay, so pwede natin combine si 8t minus 3t kaya meron tayong 5t dito sa middle term. So, ito yung second part ng solution. So, pagsamahin yung dalawang parts at isubtract. So, ito yung dalawang parts natin. So, pag sinubtract natin siya, so, this is what we will get. So, t squared minus 2t squared magiging negative t squared. And the negative t minus 5t is negative 8t. And then, negative times negative dito magiging positive to. Okay, so ito yung numerator. So, kukunin natin ang square ng denominator. Okay, so ang square ng t squared minus 3t is equal to this. So, t raised to 4 minus 6t cubed plus 9t squared. So, pagsamahin natin ang numerator at ang denominator for the final answer. So, this is what we have. Ayan. So, in some cases, like what I've told you, pwedeng ito na lang mismo yung isulat nyo rito sa ilalim. So, okay lang yun. May mga cases na pwede yun gawin. Okay, so, kung meron kayong mga further questions on this lecture, you can directly coordinate with your Gymathics instructor. You can coordinate with them via Facebook Messenger or via edmodo.com.